but today we're going to be designing the Clubhouse mobile application. Pretty straightforward, nothing too difficult over here. The interface is literally the type that won't really stress you to designing and all those type of things. But before we start, right, it's very important to know the type of font that they used for their application, because I feel like it will do us very good. I mean, especially when we know that this kind of fonts now they use, you get that kind of thing. So what I want to do is just quickly Google and find out what font Clubhouse, what font does Clubhouse use, right? So at least I can know. So you can see it's Open Sans. Can you see? Can you see it over here? It's pretty obvious that. So I just kind of check on my XD to be sure that I have that font before we progress. Just 1 second. Let me just check. If I don't have the font, I will have to download it. Okay. So that's, I think that's the font. I think so. Yeah. 1 second. Yeah. So I think that's the font, right? So there's absolutely no need to download it. That's the font. But if you don't have the font, right, let me just quickly show you how to do that. You can either go to dafonts.com or just search Open Sans on your and then what I normally do is I normally add free download to just quickly download that particular font. So you can see it comes up with, so the first one I just click on it, front scroll, and just download Open Sans. Pretty straightforward. So once you download this particular font, let me just take you through that stage to that step 2 as well. So you see I've downloaded it over here. That's downloaded. So I'll just have to do show in Finder. It comes in a zip file, so I'll just unzip it and install it like any other software. That's how to go about that. It's pretty straightforward. So the first thing I want to have is my splash page, and of course I think you already know what that is. It just has our logo in the page, right? So what I want to do is I have to get the Clubhouse logo. Apparently the Clubhouse isn't really detailed. This guy looking to the side, so we'll just get that guy, right? 1 second. Okay, chill. Let me get it. Okay, let's do it this way. I feel like I can get a more, because they don't really have let's just check it out real quick. Clubhouse, let's see, they don't really have this one actually. So I think it's this one I can see on my app store. I'll just do a screenshot of this one real quick, and then I can drop it here. So we'll just use that one instead of this. Add some shadow to it and just give it some rounded edge so that it looks like an icon. Okay. Yeah. So that's more like it. Okay, so the next thing I want to do now is for my splash page, so have the welcome page, which is what theirs is quite different. Just change the color a little bit over here because the color has a slight tint. Let's probably just give that tint a bit. Sorry, I'm coming. Yeah. So they have welcome, right? And then they have a long text. They have like an emoji, so a celebration emoji. Yeah, they've got that emoji. So we just put that emoji on the side. 1 second. Alright. Just going to duplicate this, make this like 12. And then we're going to have we are working hard to get Clubhouse ready for everyone. While we wrap up finishing touches, right? We are adding people gradually to make nothing, to make sure nothing breaks, right? Please make sure your mics are muted. Please make sure your mics are muted because we are in the middle of stuff. Just gonna keep this say to be yeah to see. Okay, so then now goes anyone can join with an invite from an existing user. Existing, oops, it's a problem. STIN. Alright, so that's that. And you've got a button that has I need to know the type of blue. Alright, so let me just try and get the shade. Let me try and get the right shade of blue. Let's see if we'll be lucky out here to see that. So is this type of blue we have here? It looks more like this though. Wait. Yeah, it looks more like this one here. So to get that shade, I'm just gonna make a screenshot and then I'm gonna drag it into Alright, so we're just going to have that's your username. So we just need icon here, icon here. So apart from that, this is what we have. Right, so when you sign in, I'm sorry. So you have something that has enter your phone. Yeah, I'm not saying anything. I'm just working. Did you get? I haven't said anything yet. I haven't said anything yet. Once I do, you hear me now. Right, so we have that one over there. So just do it that way and yeah. So you see the space between here and here is too far. So I'm trying to bring it closer. So you see what we have over here, that's 29. We just decrease that to maybe like 20. can see, or 18. So 18 may be too close. 18 may be too close, but so you see that. Okay, then we now reduce the font. Let's leave this from semi-bold. Take this maybe like light. Let's give this maybe like 8. Because I still want it to be smaller. Give this half of what it is, 10. Give this some. Put this in the middle, and then we're now going to have something like next. Remember, our next button will come with, so our next button will be slightly smaller, and then of course our next button will now come with an icon, right? Let me just quickly get an icon. So if you have material icon, then you're in a good place for XD, right? Just open that up real quick. Let's look for our icon. So we need, which icon do we need? We need something longer. Let's see whether we see something long. Right. Something like this, but the opposite direction. Can we move this? Okay, let's see. Alright, so what we'll do now is we'll just have this one over here. Have this here too as well. Make this slightly smaller. Alright, so you can have the same icon here. Just put that there. Right, so we also need I think we need back icons too as well. So we need a back icon over here. So let's just try and get that one so we know we're moving ahead real quick. The Clubhouse application is not that complicated. It's not that complicated at all. It's very straightforward. Okay, so the next thing we want to do now is have another screen that says enter the code we just texted you. So you're done with all those pages. It takes you to your dashboard. Let me just confirm that real quick. Just quickly confirm that it takes us there. Alright. So once you're done over there, it takes you to. Is anyone, if you're in Clubhouse, is anyone over here at Clubhouse? For a Clubhouse, there's a screen that I don't have. It would be good if I could get it too. Alright. So we just have clubs over there. Then we have the last one. I think the last one too is also like a startup club. So we just duplicate this one real quick, and then we can make sure that this is aligned properly. This is moved down a little bit more than expected. So in part of a country, its culture. Right, so what I'll do now is probably just have these three is like come out a little bit more, so I mean that shouldn't really be a problem. Then we can decide to give these three, in as much as we're using open sans, we can still decide to give these three Montserrat. Let's see whether it works fine. Montserrat or medium. It's not that bad. Oh well, because it is us, we break rules, you know. We can have, so here we can now have different rooms. First room on the left, and we can call this one the main lounge. right? So we can actually still say we can decide to make this one more so as well, so that we have different stuff. Can make this medium. Can make it semi-bold. Make it semi-bold and then reduce the size. You get so yeah. The beauty of Clubhouse is we need icons here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? 5 icons there. Then we need some images here. Right? Let's do a group thing. So have our names here. And we can start from me, right? And then we can have the names I remember on my head, right? We can have how many names can fit in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, 5. So I just want more name to fit in here. So whose name do I remember now? I don't know if I got that spelling of your surname right, but let's shorten this one too. So this. Right, so we have some of our names there. So the next thing we want to have is probably have something that goes like this. And then so we need icons now, right? So once we fill in icons and our images here and there, I feel the app will start making sense. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to look for icons that we can use, and then we can now say we're doing every other thing. I'm going to make this one green. Yeah. So let's get some icons so that we can make sure this thing comes out looking good. So the first icon we want to get is our search icon, right? So I'm going to use flat icons for that. And the second icon we want to get is our bell icon. So 1 second. So we need the bell icon. So let's use this bell icon. Okay, so we need calendar and say email also. Calendar and email. So we need a calendar icon. So which one are we gonna use? We need something like this. Then we need an email icon. An open email icon. Anyone? Okay, so we can use this one. Really, we can use this one. So when we have those two, we can now just drop everything, and then we know our top is done. Alright, so let's minimize that one, and then we are good to go. Icons are actually, feel like this one is too big. $14, $17, $15, and okay. So let's all make these icons 20. So let's do it this way. Well, let's make all these icons 15. I'll make this one 15 too as well. Now making them 15, 15, 15 so that they all have like the same size and like orientation and stuff, right? So that we have everything aligned properly. Now remember that these icons we have here are not the same thing we have on the Clubhouse icon. Why? Because obviously now we can't, we have all of these icons but not the exact type, right? Just take note. So we need like other icons. We need the house icon. We can have that. We have that house icon in material icons. So we just go to the material icon and just get the house icon. Yeah, I think we have it here. So here one of those days. It's not this one. It's like a house icon. We just search for it to be sure that. Okay, but we'll see. Let's just check over here. Yeah, so this is the icon. This is the one I'm looking for. So we have questions in another 10 minutes. So at 7:15, if you have questions, I would come to you guys at 7:15. So we're moving in the right direction. Alright, so that's looking nice already. So the next thing we want to have is some more icons here. So let's look for the lounge icon. So it's funny how most of the icons Clubhouse used are Apple icons. Because right now I think Clubhouse is only for Apple users. So most of the icons they use in the app are actually emojis, like icons. If you notice, if you use Clubhouse, you know that these icons are just normal emojis. The designers didn't want to waste too much time. They're just like, well, I don't have time for this. So we need the chat icon and the person icon over here. I mean, then the app is already looking like what it already is, you know. So I'm trying to, yeah. So that's more like it. Alright, download this too. I think we're good. So then we just need our icons here, our picture icons. I don't know who is online. I think, okay, I think I can get Mr. Andrew's picture. Bad guy. So we'll use Andrew's picture here. Who else is online? Okay, I can get Pelumi's picture. Which one will we use now? We'll use this one. Yeah. Alright. So you can see. So all we just need to do now is duplicate this for other rooms. So let's make this design meetup launch. Okay, so this one will have Andrew in it. We'll have Tunji here. Right? It will have Bolanle Bao. To have everything that art, and then to have Fisayo Sudo. Alright, so we just look for Tunji's picture. And we'll have it here. Yeah. So yeah. Obviously I can make myself the yep. So you can see, guys, that's what we have for this one. So the next page I want to do is, we're not done, we'll just do so the first one is, if you click on, I'm coming, if you click on this one here, this icon here, this circle icon, that circle icon is to find people and clubs, right? It's explore, it's an explore, it opens an explore page. So we'll create that page now. Okay, before we create the that page, please, if you have any questions, you can unmute your mic and let's have a conversation. But if you don't have any questions, if I don't hear anyone say anything in 2 minutes, then I mean, it means you don't have questions. So, are you there? Yeah, so we're back. So the next, okay, let's just quickly work on the explore. We'll just duplicate this, right? Now with that being duplicated, all we need to do next is probably just, we don't need all of these ones, so we delete it. And we push explore over here. Explore can stay in the middle. right? You can delete this, doesn't have this too as well. You can make explore bigger, say 12 or 15. 12 looks just good, right? 12 looks good. Now we'll make this a search icon underneath explore. We'll push this one here, right? A back button will be here. So let's just look for our back button and push that one there. This one will be like 10 or 8. 8 is actually very fine. Push our back button. This is 24, 34. Says 24, 34. So we can delete this and make this 24, 34. Still not. Maybe because it's a big icon. Let's just push it ourselves with our own hands, gingerly. Alright, but I feel we can still make this particular. This icon is fine, but I made it smaller, but or less like bold. But let's work with this for now. Let's push this down a little bit. Have this one as 12 too as well, and then we can have this as find people and clubs, right? Find people and clubs. Now we can have this as people to follow. And then for the first time in history, you're about to see something. We never used to have things that come from here, but this time we have to have. That's what I'm like for the first time in history. So we need Tunji here. Right. So we need some description. Now for Tunji in Clubhouse, he says something like this. I'll read it from his own page. Right. So his page is inspired by greatness. Right, and then it says underneath says curator at the designer. Then it goes partner. I'm sure it's partner for canvas that I want to put those, but then they'll make it continuation so that I can click on his image and go to his page. Alright, so yeah. Look out for like the Instagram blue. probably just retain this one. Yeah, so we have something that looks like polo. So let me just look for something. Okay, that image you use is not here. I wanted to use that same image you used. That same image is not here. Anyways, makes sense. So the next person we probably have on the spotlight is, we're going to be using our mentors here. We use Coca, Oluwa, Femi. Now Coca is the what? The creative director. Okay, let me just make him. He's just don't stop creating. And then I'll have him as a founder, Lagos Meets. So what I'll do now is I'm going to get his image. I will have it there. So we used to have Let's Design Meetup at the office. So let me just look for Coca's picture from this picture. I'll have that there. One second. Alright, so we paste Coca's picture over there. Yeah, so good. Then the next thing we want to have is probably can just still accommodate one more person. So accommodate one more person and then we call it a clean design. So we will have someone called Chief Osareti. Okay, so he is like oops, mistake. Alright, so he is brand strategist. Yeah. So with these three guys, we can now have an icon over here. Right, so we want to have some more stuff to make this look good and come out looking nice. Probably have something like this that says find conversations about 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it should look just to be sure that everything looks good. So the next thing we want to have here is knowledge, which is the first thing. So we have knowledge. So if you are looking for knowledge articles, then of course this is the right place. The next thing after knowledge is fit. Right, so we have knowledge, fit, we have tech, then we have hustle. Right, so knowledge, fit, tech, and hustle. Right, so we just look for icons also at the end of it to make it look all nice and good. So we can make this like that's too small, like 7, right? So for knowledge we have things like COVID-19, right? With COVID-19 we have COVID-19, we have physics, we have the future, we have sci, let's say philosophy, yeah, philosophy, and then we can see history. So over here we have TAOISM, we have atheism, we would have Islam, we would have Christianity. Okay, makes sense? Yeah. Under tech we have VR, AR. Mistake. VR, AR. We have angel investing. We have AI. We have products. We have DTC. We have SaaS. And then under hustle, we have I'm sure we should have Forex under hustle. We have Clubhouse, we have pitch, we have practice. I told you we have stocks. Then we have small businesses or small business. So we need those icons to portray all of these things so that we know we're heading where our head is headed. Cool. So yeah, so we get to the same icons that we were using before. So we just search the light for Apple, the light icon, which is the light bulb. So please guys, bookmark this site, right? emojpdi.org, because you'll be needing it a lot when you want to create the Clubhouse icon. Okay, so we have lights. So the first thing. Then for fate, we have a bird for fate. Yeah, so a dog, right, for fate. Then we need a clock or a stopwatch. Then we need fire, flames for the last one. So guys, that's more like it. So we have our onboarding page, we have our welcome page, enter your phone number. We have the screen that says, of course, you have to verify your phone number. And we have the main Clubhouse page, which is what we have here, right? I mean, if you know what it is, then we have the explore page, right? And if you click on here, where does it take you to? If you click on here, where does it take you to? Right? I mean, we have all of these type of pages, and then we go back into hold on. So this is what we have for the Clubhouse app. Very easy, very clean. It has a lot of details, a lot, like Andrew said, it has a lot of details, so you have to be very, very careful picking icons. It's simple, minimalist design, but still very detailed. So if you have any questions now, we can literally unmute our mic and then yeah, call this an app.
So if you have made it this far, this video is sponsored by iCreativeLearn.org. It's the community for African creatives where we learn, we create, and we teach on this platform, and be certified in the AdobeXD for Mobile Apps course. It's 3,500 Nigerian Naira. All you need to do is just come to iCreativeLearn.org, register for this particular course. You can register for your account. Once you register for an account, you have a dashboard, and once you have your dashboard, you can literally come to the course link, which is introduction to Adobe XD for mobile apps. You can add it to your cart and you can simply check out. It's 3,500 naira. It has 18 lessons, and once you're done with the lessons, you get a course of completion certificate. So it's pretty straightforward. Thank you guys, and yeah.